give you back the same treatment that you guys give me by doing more content of less slacking off. But the reason why I'm not doing content that much is mostly because I'm playing this game and I'm trying to farm my forms, and I don't have really content to do on this game because, as you can see, there's nothing to do. You guys already seen everything, but I'm trying my best to put some content. I'm gonna try to. My next vid might be a glitch video because there's a lot of bugs, and I want this game to be great before space drops. And I hope the bugs I show on my next video aren't still here by the time space drops. So yeah, thank you guys again for 104 subscribers. I'm really grateful. It means the world to me. Like, really, thank you. I couldn't done anything without you guys. You're the one that are killing the support. I'm not the one killing the support. I'm just releasing some trash vids. But yeah, thank you again. I'm really grateful and hope you enjoyed the video. Hello guys, I hope y'all are doing okay. I want to do something different today. I want to do a special vid. So today I want to show you guys all the races from scratch and what they do, what's difficult and what's not difficult. But there's one race missing, and that race is Tuffle that I don't have. I didn't do the Halloween update because I was away when the update dropped, so unfortunately I won't be able to cover this race. So let's just begin, shall we? As you can see, we can begin with Majins. Majin is pretty basic. You have Absorb, Reform, have your basic abilities, Absorb, Reform, and you can't be super flinged. Absorb, it's either you stun the person with Absorb, it's a blockable move of course, or you absorb them to get their stats. When you perfect the Absorb move, the stats last longer. But after that, the stats stays, but you won't have the full stats because otherwise that would be broken as hell. But yeah, you can absorb the person. It does this when it absorbs, and then gives you the stats. And so a level 1 won't give me a lot of stats, as you can see. You can be ragdolls and stuff. So when someone tries to ragdoll me, because my skin is made of bubble gum, I'll just bounce right off. You can reform. Reform heals you. It gives you back ki and health. But they also have sub abilities like sleep. Sleep is from Super Boo. In Super Boo, he's a robot that spawns in specific days. And sleep is pretty generic. You go into deep sleep. Apparently it knocks back NPCs. I never tried that, so I'm gonna try it right now. Apparently that did not knock away, but yeah, sleep gives you back health and ki. It's really helpful. It helps mid fight if you don't, because Majin forms really waste a lot of ki. But yeah, Majins are pretty easy to grind, especially late game, because if your Absorb is perfected or something, bro, you have like one of the best stats. You can just absorb an NPC and it gives you like a bunch of stats, so you can easily solo quests and stuff. And the more update drops, the more Majin is gonna be more broken, because they're gonna be able to absorb more NPCs that gives more stats, you know. So other than having back ki drain on forms, Majins are pretty solid. And with Majin, like you can go to Kori once you're level 25 or 250 or something like that. I think it's level 50. You can go to Corin's house. I said Kori, holy shit, Kori Kenshin. You can go to Corin's house once you're level 50, so you can get some extra levels when you sip his water. And you can also go to Guru. He awakens your potential. So yeah, Majin, the progression is really easy. Does not take too much brain cell. So yeah, Majin are pretty easy to farm. Now, with human, the progress is easy. You have Kaioken and 2 other forms. But our first 3 transformations does not give them, like, their transformation is very limited. Very limited. So it's short burst transformation that reduces your HP at the end. So like with humans, you have Kaioken, max power, Kaioken times 2, and Kaioken times 4. With the first 2 Kaiokens, pretty much like a stat boost. A pretty good stat boost. Can be useful. And it also gives you more dashes. With Kaioken times 4, you can stay more longer in mode if you do moves while being Kaioken times 4. It makes you stay longer in Kaioken times 4. So, for example, if I use a Kamehameha, it makes me last longer in the form. It's only Kaioken times 4 does that. And all the Kaiyokens, you can do that dash, that OP dash. Humans are pretty solid. And with Mystic, you can do the same OP dash, but in Mystic, you're always going to be in that form. And with humans too, you can go to Korin at level 50, and you can unleash your potential by talking to Guru, which is pretty OP. It helps you level up pretty quick. And max power, it's mostly a key max form. So your key max is way bigger, way better too, way advanced. But it does give you more stat buffs. But it's mostly for key max this form. You see, it made me bigger and my body's distorted. But yeah, shit, bro. Are we really surprised from this game? And at this point, there's no bugs. Final bug remastered.
Your life is nothing. You serve 0 purpose. You should yourself now.
Okay, Jiren. Progression it's good. It's normal. It's normal progression. You don't have the best forms. The only form that is good for Jiren is Fear, in my opinion. And you increase stats. The more lower you are, the more stats you have. Like if your health is lower, you're gonna have more stats and you're gonna be more resistant and stuff. It's not a good in my opinion, it's not the best passive. There's much better passive, much better races. And Jiren, it's a race that I rarely see. Like I mostly see aliens because they have legit all the forms except for Saiyans. So with Jiren, the more low you are, the more stats you get. So if my health were lower, I would have more stats. So I can show you guys, hold on. Every time I get hit, I get stronger by the second. It's helpful when you use like with Jiren emotion, your second bar, your key is your second bar of health. With this form, it's really ass. It's really bad. It only gives you more stats when you don't have a second bar of health. This one is a better improved version of this. And Fear it's the best form of them for Jiren. They only give you like more stats. Like you can see, I'm more durable, and the server is hella laggy. This is Jiren, pretty simple. They even got the charge aura, the charge while meditating. So yeah.
I got a Dotson on them motherfucker. Fuck.
So next up is androids. Their difficulty is hard, but they're the one that gets more stat points every time they level up because they don't have any form. They're just androids. The only thing they can do is steer your key, absorb. They can't charge, so they have to absorb, and they have passive key regen. but unfortunately they cannot sense ki. But that means that you can't sense their ki because they're androids. With the androids you can do pretty neat things. You have ki drain, a legit cringe ki. You can't charge, so you have this to absorb the ki of the person. It's pretty simple. You can energy this move. It's more like of an android move because you don't need to drain ki. I can't ki sense the person over there when I press Z. When I press the button that makes me sense ki, I can press it. The only thing I can do to sense people's ki if I use a scouter. A scouter is because it's a scouter, it makes sense, not me sensing ki. I've never seen no android sense ki in Dragon Ball, so technically they really can't. They have passive ki regen, as you can see. It got nerfed a bunch. A lot of things got changed from androids. A lot of buffs and nerfs. It wasn't like that at first. They're the only one that can have like multiple evasives, and they're the only one with energy barrier. When you use it and someone ki blasts you or does a beam, I can heal from that, you know. The androids can also go to Korin to sip the water and go to Guru to get that unlocked potential.
Damn, Daniel!
Aliens. I don't have an alien slot because to me personally they're really boring. Nothing too special. There's just copy and pasted transformation on the other races from other races, and they just look. Some of the aliens look cooler. Like there's a Beerus race, there's a Pool, there's Yardrat, there's Cyberman, there's Pycon, there's Mushroom, generic if you want to be like Bojack, or the Doria, Birder. Like there's a lot of things. They have good sub ability. Like this one is faster. I don't know what Beerus one gives. It might be key. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I know the Doria gives more defense. Generic, no idea what he gives. I don't know much what he gives. I don't know what Pycon gives. I know Cyberman you can blow up if you have self-destruct the move. It's really good. I know Yardrat, I think they already spawn with instant transmission, if I'm sure. A Pool, I really don't know. But yeah, pretty basic, nothing too special.
I woke up in the night when this hill on Monday. I can't go to hill, I want to church last Sunday. Last Tuesday, I met a model on the highway. Said she gonna run away with me and get the highway.
Frieza race. I love this race actually. But yeah, Frieza race. I love Frieza races. I love the Frieza race. Like of course, whatever Frost Demons, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of names for this race, but they're pretty cool. Like, if you want to be a key main or something, want to be different, unlike the others that mostly use Shrike, melee. But Frieza race is really clean. They're the only one with faster key blasts. Yeah, it's really fucking fast. I'm gonna be honest. You're the only one they stay in form. So second form they stay in when they die. Third form 2, final form 2. The golden form is the only form that when you die you don't stay in it. You just go back into base. But chrome form, yes, you do stay in it. So if you want to stay in golden form, you can't. If you rejoin, you can't stay in that form. But the others, yes, you stay in it. If you die or something, you're gonna stay in it. But yeah, Frieza race is really good. They're the only ones that when I go into second form, the other Zenkai's on my other forms don't go. I could use the third form afterwards and the final form afterwards. Unlike the other races that when you pop a Zenkai on one form, you have to battle out. You have to battle. Like, see, it came back. It came. You have to battle a little bit for you to get your Zenkai up. But Frieza is that you spawn in, you go into second form for a heal, you can go directly to third form for another heal, and in final form for another heal, and then you can go Golden Frieza. But when you go Golden Frieza, you're gonna have to work on that on that little. You're gonna have to work. When you go on Golden Frieza, you're gonna have to work on corn form, you know. And yes, as you can see, I went to another server and I'm still transformed after joining. And yes, Frieza race is the race that you can also, when you go into, you can talk to Korin to drink the water, and you could also unlock your potential too. Namekian, my favorite races of the game. My favorite. I love them so much. Ever since I started my Dragon Ball Final Stand journey on the old game, the OG one, I've started with Namekian. I've always been a Namekian fan. Even Snake World, the creator of the game, is a Namekian fan, and that's why he made those guys very broken. Like, Namekian is the most boosted, one of the most boosted race, if not the most boosted. Namekian, you have progression is normal. You have improved key sense. What do they mean by improved key sense? When you key sense someone, you can see their names instead of only seeing their key, and you can also spec dig them with a skill called Focus Antenna that I'm going to show. With Namekians, you have a thing called Focus Antenna. So when you can see the person's name over there. That's a friend of mine. I can not image training. When I put Focus Antenna into him, I can I bugged that shit up. Now I don't know who I'm spectating, but yeah, if I'm spectating that getting money, if I press Focus Antenna, I can spectate him. You see, he's not doing anything. He doesn't even know I'm watching him. I'm like a second god. I can talk. I don't even think that would be funny if we could speak to the people, because technically Namekians can speak telepathically, so that would be fun as hell if we could, but we can't. But yeah, you see me like going down stuff. And with Namekians, if you're level 50, you can fuse with Kami, and you can also fuse with Nail. When you fuse with Kami, you can TP to them, you know. Once you have your instant transmission mastered or perfected, you can TP when your instant transmission is mastered. Actually, you can TP to local NPCs. But when you already fuse with Kami, that is in Earth, you can't TP to him anymore. You're gonna have to TP to Popo, because he's the only one who's here because you fuse with Kami. And you can also do the same with Nail. They each give you a 20 plus stats buff, and it's really good. Namekian have solid stats, like really solid stats. And apparently in space, if you're a good Namekian like this lot, you will be able to fuse with the guy that made the Super Dragon Balls, so it's really useful. But with Namekian 2, something that people don't see, like when you die as a Namekian, you can see my arm is not on me, and when I press regen, you saw it regen myself. You saw me revive. So when you fight a Namekian and their arm is not on them, their right arm actually is not on them. When a Namekian regens themselves, when you kill them and their arm is detached from them, that means they can still regen and come back alive and whoop your ass. That's a visual thing that people don't know. But when you kill a Namekian that doesn't have their arms not detached from them, and when it's attached to their body, that means they can revive, you know. Yeah, regen has two priorities. It's either you come back alive or you heal yourself, and it's pretty cool. But unfortunately, the fact that you can fuse with Kami and Nail, that means that you cannot drink the water from Korin, and Guru cannot give you a power boost. But he can restore the hidden potential that you lost from the battle, from all the battle that you lost from. Like if you got killed by a mini NPC that made you lose EXP, not money, EXP only, he's gonna be able to give you back the lost experience that you didn't have, that you all lost before. So that means that if you still have that Guru you didn't use that Guru since the space update, and you still died to NPCs from space update, you could use that Guru hidden potential that gives you back your lost potential. Yeah, you can do something like that. But yeah, and for the final race, I'm gonna talk about the race that everybody uses in the game. I'm gonna talk about the Saiyans.
You don't understand why is you doing this, bro? I've been doing this shit all day, bro.
Okay, y'all know the drill. Saiyan is by far they're the fucking worst. Not even by far. It's legit stated from multiple places by multiple people that the worst race in the game. It's Saiyan, but they're pretty good only because of Gaki. But the second that everybody has Gaki in this game, you're gonna be fucking shit. So I hope that Snake buffs them, but I know he won't because. Saying I know that it's really unfortunate that people came to play a Dragon Ball game and the worst race is Saiyan. Me personally, I don't mind. I don't mind it at all. I know Saiyans. I really like Goku, Vegeta, all Gohan, Trunks, Goten. I know that Gohan, Trunks, Goten is are hybrids. They're not saying pure Saiyans, but still, instead that. This game, a Dragon Ball game, the Saiyan is the worst race, but I'm really happy because in the last game Saiyan was the best race. In this game now it's the worst. As you can see, they're the only race with race with hard. Other than Android, it's kind of self-explanatory. Androids, they don't even have, bro. They can't even charge. They can't even do stuff that Saiyan can, and they don't even have Zenkai. But they have good stats. But they don't have Zenkai, they don't have stuff, but they have good stats. In the start of the game, Androids are better, but at the end, Saiyans are better because of Gaki. And them, they don't have any Zenkais. And you can see, and Androids, you can drink orange water. You can even get your potential by Gurus. On the other hand, Saiyans, you cannot drink nothing. You don't have any stuff that improves their progression. That you can drink orange water, and you can even get potential from Guru. The only potential you can get is when you do Guru's quests and he gives you back the fallen potential that you lost. That's the only thing you can do. Other than that, you're saying you don't have any extra cherry on top. They don't have none of that. But Saiyans have some extra things that other races don't have. For example, if you have speed capsule, Saiyans are the only one that gets another speed, another dodge, unlike the other races. For some reason, Saiyan does get another dodge. They have, I think, the best stats in transformation stats, and they also have a revive. False Precision is a revive. It's not that good of a revive. I would prefer Orange Pickle, the Namekian's revive, but at least it's there. And they also have Gaki. Saiyans are pretty good with Gaki. You guys know it by now. And once perfected, your Gaki barely drains, unlike Orange Perfected. Orange Perfected is the key drain is so crazy. In this form, it barely drains, and I get crazy key when I am on someone. So, other than that, they got the worst stats. In base. Saiyans got the worst stats in base. It's not even funny, bro. You see it, there's holes. What do you mean I have 103 and 102 melee resistance? It's crazy. That may be tough, but that's crazy still. And with Saiyans, you can transform into a great ape. And you may ask me, how do I transform into a great ape, monkey? Only way to transform into a great ape is only on Sundays. Every Sunday, every time it turns night into the game, there's only going to be full moons. No partial moons, no moons. only full moons, and this is when you will be able to transform into your grade A version, but you won't be able to control your grade A version yet. You're gonna have to proc it every time for you to gain control of it. But once you gain control, that doesn't mean that you won't lose control in the future. You're gonna have to proc it until it's perfected. That until every time you transform, you see your hair. Because when you transform and you don't see your hair that much, that means that the NPC is controlling you, not you. So yeah, and it's only when you can control your grade 8 that you can get your tail cut. You know, like right now I don't have my tail. It's pretty buggy, that's why I don't have it on me, I'm gonna be honest. I just wanted to, before the video ends, I just wanted to thank you guys for 102 subscribers. I didn't think I would achieve those subscribers, and I restarted YouTube like a month ago. I'm really proud of the numbers I'm doing. I wish that this vid helps you decide which race you want to choose, which race you want to go towards to. Like, not every race has the same progress and the same forms and the same stuff. They're all different in their way. So yeah. And also about the giveaway, I'm gonna try to do the giveaway really quick. I'm gonna try to do the giveaway like next week or this week if I upload another vid, because I've been lacking for a lot. Sorry for the 2 weeks disappearance. I've been trying to think about the content to make in the game that hasn't been updated for weeks and for months. So yeah, that's about it. And if Snake sees this vid, I hope he makes me a YouTuber, roll on the Giant Ball Final Stand server, and I hope he sees this vid, because I really want to make this game great again. Let's all make Giant Ball Final Stand great again. So I'm gonna see y'all in the next time. Peace, guys. 'Cause when I